Hi everyone. Today I'm making a short video about what to do if you think your child has ingested something poisonous. This can be a toilet cleaning solution, it could be a drain cleaner, it can be antifreeze, or if you think your child has swallowed something like a button battery, which is those small round batteries that go in watches and things like that. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about real quickly is how to prevent your child from basically ingesting some of these things. The first thing is you want to keep the solutions or the liquids in their original containers because there are a lot of legislation that has gone into making sure that a lot of those containers are child-proof. So you want to really try to keep those liquids in their original containers. Try not to pour them into like bottles, like that you've used, maybe like bottled water that is now empty, and then you pour it into it because it's very easy for children to confuse that as something drinkable, especially when it's clear liquid. The other thing is that you want to try to keep those things out of reach of children because they can be very dangerous if ingested. Okay, so let's say that you've done everything that you can, or kids will get into anything, and you notice that your child appears to have drunk one of these solutions, or you come in and the child is crying. And the first thing you want to do is you want to assess if the child is having any difficulty breathing or talking or in pain or anything like that. If there's evidence of anything like that, you want to call 911. So that's the first thing you want to do. First thing is you want to assess and call 911. If the child looks like they have no symptomatology whatsoever, you still want to take them to the hospital. You may not need to call 911, but you want to take them to the hospital. So that's the first thing. First thing, assess, call 911, or take them to the emergency room. The next thing is you want to take the container with you of what you think the child has ingested, and that helps the providers to streamline the treatment that they give to the child. So assess the child real quickly, either call 911 or take them to the nearest emergency room. Take the container with you, and usually along the way, or when you get there, the hospital will usually call the poison control center. The things that you don't want to do is number one, you don't want to try to start giving the child all sorts of things. You don't want to give them water because if it's an acidic content, it can actually release a lot of heat and cause burns. The other thing is you don't want to say, oh, it looks like it was an acid. Let me give them a base to neutralize it. The intestines of your child is not a chemistry lab where you can try all these reagents. Again, it gives off significant amount of heat and can cause a lot of damage. No activated charcoal, and please do not induce vomiting because it may make things worse.